Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first official trip vlog of December because I was doing Vlogmas the first part of the month and, well, basically the whole month, the first 24 days. And at first I was going to try to do like trip vlogs and Vlogmas, but I was like, that was way too much. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. So yeah, before we get started on this one, I know you guys are wondering how my grandpa's doing. He is doing so good. Like, it's crazy. Like, he didn't realize how bad he was until he got home from the hospital. Like, the night he went to the hospital, like, he was seriously so close to death. Like, it's crazy. Like, his oxygen was so low. They were asking, my dad was with him that night, and all the doctors and nurses were like asking my dad if he was like full code or how to do not resuscitate. And you know, they were like, the fact that his oxygen is slow, and he was on oxygen, like he was on like 6 liters of oxygen and it was still low. So they were like, this is crazy. Like, this is when stuff starts to happen to your heart and to your brain. So we thought that even if he did survive, that he was going to be like brain dead or just have all these issues. But no, like, he is back to normal pretty much. The only thing is he's recovering from his hip surgery. But other than that, like, he's good to go, which is insane. Like, such a miracle, such an answered prayer for sure. So thanks again for all of you guys who prayed for him and my family. Like, I really think that that is kind of what saved him and got him to where he is now, because from how he was when he went to the hospital to now is like crazy that he's made that much progress in that amount of days. And even the nurses and the doctors said, like, excuse me, he rows a lot for exercise, and he walks like 2 to 4 miles a day around his little neighborhood. And they were like, if you didn't do that, then you would be dead right now, which is crazy. They were like, the fact that you're in such good shape helped you out a lot. So that is just insane. That whole just story is insane. But it definitely made Christmas a little bit different this year, and it all felt kind of weird. Like, I feel like Christmas never even came because, like, we were kind of dealing with that. And then Christmas Day was like, that was kind of in the background of like, how's he doing? And he did get to go home Christmas Day, which was awesome. We weren't expecting that. We thought he was going to have to at least be there until the 26th or the 27th. So we love that. I don't remember if there was another thing I was supposed to update you guys on, but I know that's the main thing, because people have been reaching out to me asking about him. So there's your update on him, and thank goodness it is a positive one. But we're starting a 3-day today. We have 3 legs today. We do Charlotte to Orlando, Orlando back to Charlotte, and then we go to Salt Lake City. So it's going to be a very long day. I'm the lead, so that's just extra work for me all day, but that's good because I like to keep myself busy. So the flights to and from Orlando will be fine. The Salt Lake City one, that'll be a lot because it'll be a full meal service going there. And then we're doing the red eye, of course, back the last day. So I'll get back early on the 3rd day, which is nice. But those red eyes, you guys know how I am with those red eyes. But I have like 25 minutes till my sign-in, so let's go into the airport, get this trip started. I'm excited. It's been a while since I've done one of these. This can be fun. Charlotte still had their reindeer up when I went to the airport. I'm not sure if they still had them up when we finished the trip because I didn't go out that way, but yeah. Also, look how full these flights were. That was every single leg too. And the 2 open seats that we had, they ended up getting filled. These little pretzel braids, they added to our snack basket recently, and I hadn't tried them, but everyone on my crew kept telling me I needed to try them because they were so good. So I finally tried them, and they are actually like really pretty good. They're kind of like a sweet onion. Also, look at this. Look what a passenger did earlier. I'll explain it later, but y'all, I can't with people. And look at their cute little Christmas decorations at Salt Lake City Airport. I love it. We just got to the hotel. It is almost 11 o'clock local time, which means it's almost 1 a.m. my time. I am wiped out. I am so tired. Today was already a long day, and then we were delayed leaving Charlotte because of that whole cigarette thing to come to Salt Lake City, which, by the way, that did not happen on my flight. It was on the inbound flight for our plane to go to Salt Lake City. And like, people never cease to amaze me. Like, I don't I don't understand. And we didn't know what was going on. We saw like police like all kind of huddled around this passenger, and we didn't know like what that was all about. And then when the crew came off, they started talking about like the smoke detector, and they didn't know if this passenger had figured out a way to disable it or if it was broken because it wasn't going off when they were smoking in the bathroom. But obviously they found them in the bathroom smoking, which is why the cigarettes were in the ashtrays. The flight crew that found them took the cigarettes and put them in the ashtray. That's what they're there for. They're not there so that people can smoke. The ashtrays are on planes so that when people do decide to smoke, that we have a fast way to be able to put out the cigarette. But apparently this passenger said that it was a doctor's note. It was prescribed. I'm like, what doctor prescribes lung cancer? Because that was like a cigarette. It wasn't like marijuana. It wasn't a blunt. It was just a plain old cigarette, and no doctors can prescribe that for anything. So, and even if they did prescribe that, they wouldn't tell you to do it on a plane. Like, no. People these days, oh my word. But I need to go to bed. I think me, and I know at least one other crew member, maybe another one, are gonna go to Park Place in the morning. So, for a fun little adventure. So I need to get rest. So I'll be good and rested up for that. It is cold here. It was snowing when we were on the way over here, but it wasn't like big flurries enough for me to film it and show you guys. But it was just like little tiny flurries. It was cute. But yeah, I need to get rest. I will show you guys my uniform tomorrow night before the red eye. But yeah, good night. That's all for day one. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day two. It is 8:30. I'm going to start getting ready because the last I heard we're supposed to be meeting around 9:30, 10. So hopefully the clothes I brought are warm enough, because where we're going is like 10 degrees, maybe even 15 degrees colder than like where we are right now. It's about a 45-minute drive. So, and it's supposed to be snowing there all day. So hopefully if we go there, we don't get stuck. But I'm sure that they have like the stuff to take care of like roads and stuff when it snows, like unlike South Carolina where everything like has to shut down when it snows. But we'll see what everybody's feeling when they get up. I haven't heard from them yet, but first things first, we need some coffee. My parents for Christmas bought me a portable cold brew maker, so I brewed the coffee yesterday, or 2 days ago I guess. And so here's my cold brew in here. This container is actually kind of big, so when I have a lot of food in my lunchbox, it'll be harder to carry around. But I don't know if they make them any smaller, and this way I can have it for like the whole 3 days or however long I'm gone. Like it'll last, which is good. But the problem is I forgot to bring creamer, so I need to go get some from downstairs. But look at her, she's a beaut. By the way, here is the view from my room. Those mountains are freaking gorgeous. And I think that's actually where we might be headed to, is over towards those mountains. But here is the fit, probably underdressed. I had regular jeans, but they didn't work with these shoes right, so it is what it is. I'll probably freeze my little tail off because it's like 10 degrees colder where we're going than it is here. I also am going to take my big blue coat, which I know does not match, but it is okay. By the way, these shoes are new Christmas. Also, I've got my little fuzzy socks on. This jacket is also a new Christmas, and this hat is a new Christmas present. Do I look like a little snow bunny? I love snow. I think it's so pretty. So I was obsessed with the drive up the mountain. Like, it was gorgeous. These snow-covered trees, I could not get enough of. I kept taking videos and pictures of them. I was obsessed. But this is Park City, Utah. It's a cute little ski resort town. Honestly, kind of reminds me of like the Christmas Hallmark movie town, which apparently there was some movie with Lindsay Lohan that was just recorded there recently. Super cheesy, according to our van driver. But we just walked into different stores. Some of the things we saw were hilarious. Like, this took me out, y'all. And we just walked up and down Main Street and went to this Wasatch Brew Pub, I think is what it was called, for lunch. We each got a beer And then for lunch, we ordered the buffalo burger, which was recommended. I'm not a big burger person, but it was actually pretty good, and the tots were amazing. We also stopped into this no-name saloon bar. We didn't actually get anything, but it was so Christmassy. I loved it. It's snowing, little tiny flurries. You can barely see it in the video. Maybe it'll be heavy later. But look at these houses, you guys. This is like the cutest little place to live ever. I was also super jealous of all the people skiing. We looked into getting a lift ticket, but it was like $250 a person, which is not trying to do that. Also, I just can't get enough of the mountains. Oh my gosh, I love it. It is 3 o'clock. Just got back to the hotel. We have 6 hours. Well, I guess 6.5 till I need to get up and start getting ready for the red eye tonight. I can show you guys some of the stuff I bought. I had to get sunglasses because it was so bright with all that snow, but I don't know if I like these because they're so big. But like all the sunglasses they had were like huge. So, but they worked. They kept my eyes fine. Let me turn this camera on. I'll show you some of the other stuff I bought. I got some balsamic vinegar and some honey, but I'll show you that when I get home from the red eye. I'll unwrap it and show you because I don't want to unwrap it and mess it up before the thing. I got some of this for my mom. She loves licorice and cinnamon, so got that for her. I got some of this. Everywhere had this like huckleberry. I don't know if that's some kind of Utah thing. I don't know, but I got this to snack on on the plane back. Also, I didn't know, but Utah is the beeswax state or something, or I don't know, bee state. So I got these 2 little honey sticks. This one is raspberry honey and this one is cinnamon honey. And I was like, I bet those will taste good. I wanted to try them. They were $1, like 2 for $1. And then I got my ornament for my destination tree. A lot of them had to do with skiing, and since we didn't ski, I didn't want to get one with skiing because I felt like that wasn't right. But this one just shows like the mountains that we were around. And then I need more long sleeve t-shirts, so I bought, their t-shirts were 50% off. So I bought like a nice little t-shirt, and I love this green color, so that'll be a good little lounge t-shirt. So a successful little shop day. But that city was so cute. They still had all their Christmas stuff up, so I felt like I was just in this little like Hallmark Christmas town place, especially since it was snowing. Like it was so cool to see the snow. I hardly get to see the snow in South Carolina, even though last year it snowed like crazy. Like I think it was in January when it snowed. We got like almost a foot of snow, which was like, I don't think I've ever seen that much snow in South Carolina ever. So I like to see the snow. I don't think I could live somewhere where it snows all the time. I think that would drive me nuts, but I do like to see it when I can. But I need to do some of those modules for work. I think I mentioned them maybe during my Vlogmas I talked about them. So I think I'm gonna do one of those, and then I'm gonna try to get ready for bed. I'm hoping if I lay down early that I'll eventually fall asleep. And our our van time tonight is a little bit later than the last couple red eyes I've done, so maybe I'll be able to get a little bit of sleep since it's a little bit later. But yeah, I had bought melatonin gummies to try to take, like, to get some sleep, even though that kind of freaks me out because I'm not like super, I don't know, I'm like, I know it stays in your system for so long, so it freaks me out. I don't want to like be drowsy, but I left them at home, so I can't even try them out. So I'll have to remember that for the next red eye I do, because I don't want to, just to see if that would help me nap and get rest. But then if it stays in my system and makes me drowsy, then it wouldn't be of any help anyways. But I am sad that I left those at home because I was excited to try those and see if they worked. But yeah, let me do my modules, and then we're gonna try and get in the bed and get some rest. It is time to go catch the van. I am wearing the pants this trip with just regular socks. No, I did not wear tights this trip. Don't ask me what color tights I wore because I didn't wear any. It was honestly kind of nice to Vlogmas to not get tight questions every single video that I posted. So Yeah, I'm gonna admit that. I think for the last like hour and a half to like 2 hours, I think I was in and out of sleep. So that's pretty good for me because usually I can't sleep at all. So we'll see how that goes tonight. This red eye is gonna be shorter than most of the other ones though, because it's a later sign-in and we get in at the same time as all the other ones. So it's like an hour, I think, shorter than all the other ones. So that's good too. So hopefully I'll be okay for the flight and the drive home. Salt Lake City's Christmas decorations were top notch in their airport. I didn't even film all the stuff, but 10 out of 10, Salt Lake City. You guys did great. Also, here is my, I don't even know what you would call this, breakfast dinner. I don't know. It was $2.18, which was really $4.18 my time. So whatever that was, pasta, we're going for it. Love that for me. I am so tired. So our flight was very turbulent. So we had to sit the first like hour and a half because it was just too turbulent to be up and about in the aisle. And then by the time I was good to go out and do service, like all but 4 of the 20 people in my first class were, I was like looking at that and I was like, is that on my window? I thought it was like a bug, but it's part of the garage. Anyways, all but 4 people were sleeping. So, you know, I just had nothing to do. That whole flight, I was just like dying. And it was freezing cold in the front. My feet are like ice cold. So cold. But we are done. I'm ready to go home to take a nap. Hopefully I can get home. I have a feeling I'll probably have to go through like a drive-through on the way home and get food to like bring me back to life because I am struggling. But let's go home. Can't waste any more time. We need to get back so I can take a nap. I got about 3 hours of sleep. I'm still pretty tired, but I didn't want to sleep too long because then I won't be able to sleep tonight, and I go back on call tomorrow I'm good for 1 day, and then the next month is my line month, but I have a day off before my next trip, and at the end of the month when they're running out of reserves, sometimes they'll use 1 day people for like multiple days because they can. So we'll see. There weren't very many turns. There was 1 turn open and it was a Montego Bay turn, which I need to look again because this was in the morning, but I didn't want to do that one because you're literally gone all day. Like if they call me for a turn, I want to do one of those where it's either like I get there early in the morning and then I'm done by like noon or 1 or 2, or like I start later in the afternoon and get back in the evening. But the Montego Bay one is like you sign in at 8 and you're not done till like 7. So that's literally all day and I don't want to do that. So, or I'm like, I'm not going to bid for that. If they call me for it tomorrow, it is what it is. But anyways, I'm going to show you what I got from the Mountain Town Olive Company. I should want to unwrap this at the hotel. But I got some balsamic vinegar, but it's cinnamon pear flavored, and it's actually really good. Like it's got a little bit of a kick to it because of the cinnamon, but they were saying it'd be good on like well, one of the things it says it was good on like dessert, like ice cream, I guess, like vanilla ice cream you put on there, which is interesting. But they also said like it would be good for like ham or like duck, or I don't know, you can season your put it on your meat, I guess, if you want to, like drizzle it over there, a little glaze. But it was actually really good. And then I got these 2 little honeys. This one is pumpkin spice and this one is chai. I couldn't decide between the 2 which one I wanted, so I just got both. But I eat like honey on biscuits and stuff, so I was like, this will be really good. And when I was checking out, the lady was like, okay, you'll have to tell me, like, even though who knows, I'll be back in Salt Lake City, but she was like, you'll have to tell me which one you like better, because she was like, I had the pumpkin spice and I loved it, but then I had the chai and I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. So I was like, I'll probably end up liking the chai better, but I also like pumpkin spice. So anyways, those were my little other things I bought that I didn't want to unwrap to show you on the layover. Gamecocks playing their bowl game today. We're playing Notre Dame, so I got my Gamecock attire on. They're playing in Jacksonville, which my whole family went to the game except for me because I was on call. And well, my brother-in-law's not there either, so I may go watch the game with him if I feel like getting out of the house. I'm hungry, but we don't have any food here, so I'm probably gonna DoorDash, so I don't really feel like going to go get food. But yeah, the drive wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. When I left the airport, I was like pretty tired, but then I was like fine for the whole drive. So I was like, this is, well, I would say maybe like the last 30 minutes was when I was kind of like, okay, I'm pretty tired. But like the first, usually after red eyes, like the first 15 minutes, I'm like horrible. So I didn't end up stopping to get food or anything on the way home because I was like, I don't need to. I'm not going to spend money unless I have to. And then I get home and we don't have any food here. But yeah, that I think is all for this video. Oh, what are some of you guys' New Year's resolutions? So last year mine were to read the Bible more, and I wanted to like organize stuff like in the house better, or like I think I had said like I wanted to do every month like do a big like clean out of stuff. So like I did for the first 3 months last year. Like I cleaned the fridge out good, I cleaned my closet, like my drawers and stuff good, I cleaned our upstairs closet really good, I cleaned our bathroom out, but then I stopped doing it after that. So I want to try and do that again because all the stuff that I cleaned out at the beginning of the year is already decluttered again. I also want to try to read the Bible more. I'll have to look up. I think I read the Bible every single day except for like I don't know. It's probably close to like 65 or 75 days. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But that's pretty good for like a whole year, I think. But I do want to get to the point where I'm just like reading it every day. I wasn't able to finish my Bible recap in the year. There's no way I'm gonna finish it because I missed like, I have caught up on some of them, but I think I still have like 50 days that I need to do. So I'm gonna have to finish that within the new year, and I'll probably start a new like daily Bible thing where you can get through the Bible in a whole year, because I got a study Bible for Christmas. So I'm super excited to do Bible studies with that because it gives you a little bit of extra like insight into what you're reading and stuff as you're reading. So I'm excited about that. I also think I want to try to learn like a different language. Like I took French in high school, and well, I took French in middle school, high school, and college, but I don't really remember like anything about it. Foreign language was hard for me, so I kind of want to learn. I feel like I need to learn a little bit of Spanish because we get a lot of Spanish passengers that are asking questions and I have no idea how to like help them. So I feel like I need to know like basic Spanish to just help, you know, be like better for my job. So that's one of mine this year too. So let me know what you guys' New Year's resolutions are. And yeah, this will probably be my last video for December because I probably won't vlog my trip that I get tomorrow unless they call me for something crazy. But I start another trip on the 2nd of January as of right now. So we were supposed to have our family Christmas party rescheduled for the 1st, but everybody in my family is getting sick. So like it's a mix between like COVID, the flu, like just viral stuff. Like everybody has different stuff. I've been drinking this, it's called Uncle Matt's immune juice. I've been like chugging that stuff daily and I've yet to get sick. I've been around like all these people and I've yet to get sick, which I'm so thankful for. But yeah, so we had to reschedule it again. So it's gonna be way after Christmas, probably by the time we get that Christmas party scheduled, but that's okay. But yeah, that is all for this vlog. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.